What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Sticks, and I'm back with another reaction video. Hey, check this out. If this is the first time you're coming across my channel, be a real one. Hit that like button. You want to be a part of the come up? Hit that subscribe button. On this channel, I take all the craziest videos off the internet and react to them. But right now, I'm trying to find out what people want to see. So, we're going to do something a little bit different on this reaction. It's going to get a little scary. And I know for a 100% fact that ghosts, spirits, whatever you call them, they definitely do exist. I've had experiences with them. My dad's had experience with them. My dad actually had a friend pass away in his house, and a couple months later, seen him walking throughout the house. And my dad's one of them guys. He's not the joking type or nothing like that. And it scared him half to death. So, I know for 100% fact there's unexplained stuff out there that we don't know about. But let's see what the internet has to offer. Let's go.
In this first video, an avid cave explorer on YouTube known by the channel name Exploring Abandoned Mines and Unusual Places is exploring an abandoned mine for the simple purpose of reviewing a flashlight. During the video, you can hear as the explorer goes into detail about the flashlight and demonstrates its use in the mine he's exploring. However, while talking to the camera about both the mine and the flashlight he's reviewing, the explorer hears what he first thinks to be wind blowing through the mine. Though many believe the audio sounds like a very disturbing whispering or talking sound.
Okay, this is a review and demonstration of the ThruNite TN12 handheld flashlight that you see here. Okay, that's the portal to the Waldeck mine. I'm inside. The wind has kind of died down a little bit, and it's not raining, so I managed to stay dry. Of course, I'm inside this little alcove, kind of. But anyway, you come down this little incline path, and then big boulders here you have to climb over, and then the tunnel's right behind me this way. So let's check it out. Let's get in here. And like I said, this light has 5 levels. I believe it's on medium right now, which is level 3, so this would be high. And this would be turbo, which is really bright. And then this is Firefly, which is hardly anything. And then that would be low. And then medium. Medium seems to be the best one. Not too bright, not too dim. And then you can see how big these timbers are. That's about almost a foot in diameter, the big cross timbers. So they had to put big ones in here to hold up all of this rock. You can see right here where some of these boards are bending. Do you hear that? Sounds like, what, is that wind? I don't know if you can.
First of all, this guy must be crazy for going into a mine just to check out the brightness of a flashlight. I understand it's super dark in there, but that's just a crazy place to go into. But, man, let's see what winds up happening.
That on the camera. Do you hear that? It stopped. Well, I don't know what that is.
That's definitely whispering. Now, the thing that you have to ask yourself, is it set up or is it real? Because there's no doubt that that is several people whispering. Now, I've heard of haunted mines before. And like I said, I know there's things that's haunted. There's stuff we can't explain. I have no idea why some spirits choose to linger around and some spirits don't. But it's something that happens. It really does. Let's go.
Doesn't sound like wind, but that's crazy. Don't know if that's a bird or I don't know what that is. It almost sounds like snakes, but
You said a bird or snakes? That sounded nothing like a bird or snakes. It was clearly people whispering. And he never even threw that out as an option. That's what makes me wonder if these videos are real. That's the kind of the weird thing about reacting to haunted videos. Yeah, I know there's really haunted stuff out there, haunted prisons and other stuff like that. But are they setting it up for views? Put it in the comments. Let me know what you think. Put it in the comments.
wow. I've heard some weird stuff in mines, but that is definitely creepy. I don't know what that is. So let's get out of here and head back out to the portal. That was weird.
These next two videos come from the same exploring YouTube channel shown earlier. This time, however, the explorer visits an abandoned, supposedly haunted mine in Nevada known as Horton Mine. The first time he visits, he claims to feel negative energy coming from the mine, and what he witnesses goes to support his claim. However, with the popularity of the first visit, the YouTuber decides to visit the abandoned mine a second time, this time hearing something very disturbing. Here are both of those visits to the mine.
Okay, here's a lower adit at the Victorine mine. I believe this was...
So this is the same YouTuber going back to the mine because of all the reactions, I guess, to his last video. So he must be wanting to see something at this point. That's the only thing I could think. If you're going back in there after you took the video home, realized that's whispering, and now he's going back in there. Let's go.
older mine that once they dug the upper tunnels, this got incorporated into the same claim or whatever. Okay, we can go in here and just take a quick look. I don't think I'm going to explore this particular mine. There's a little bit too much water in here, and I know this mine is really old, but yeah, water in a mine. I do see other footprints here in the mud, but I just don't think it's wise to go in here when there's water. Try to avoid this if I can. Yeah, this looks pretty sketchy. I'll go a few feet further in and check it out, but I think I'm going to pass on this one.
I would definitely like to try to do something like this, except for I'm claustrophobic, and the whole time I would be in there, I'd be thinking that everything's going to collapse down on me, I'm going to get buried in all the rubble or something like that. I don't think my brain will let me even enter a place like this where there's a chance that I could be buried alive, because that's like one of my worst fears. Now, seeing a spirit or a ghost or something like that, I can handle that part, especially if that's what I'm setting out to do. But to put myself in a situation in these old mines that are shut down and the support beams are rotted and everything, you're really putting your life at risk in a whole nother way, you know? Let's go.
This is one of the creepiest mine tunnels I've ever been in, just because of how dilapidated it is and all these chains hanging down from the overhead, and there's a shot looking down the tunnel. Here's a shot looking back towards the entrance. I'm a little bit further in, and looking down the tunnel here. I don't know why that one chain is swinging back there. Don't know if you can see that in the video or not. Yeah, this mine definitely has a very spooky vibe to it. So I'm going to head back out.
With those chains hanging down and everything, that is creepy as shit. It's just scary all the way around. Let alone that chain just sitting there swinging. You would think if it was the wind, all of them would be moving, but just one of them moving? I don't know. It's definitely a creepy vibe in there, though. He's pretty crazy for going in there.
Out and check out the other stuff that's here. This is just too wet and too muddy. And obviously something is making the chains.
There's a couple
swing.
more moving.
So, time to get the hell out of here.
It could have been Wayne, I guess.
Okay, the Horton mine still has some water coming out of it. You can see it kind of pulled up here outside, and here's the portal. So let's go check this out. See if it's any drier than it was a year ago when I was last here. Okay, I'm further in than I was a year ago, and that's how far I've come. Okay, here's a final parting shot of the end of the Horton Tunnel. And there's the ore pass with all the cascading water. And what is that?
That definitely sounded like a lady on a walkie-talkie or something. Maybe residual energy from the workers from the past or something like that. But put it in the comments. Would you go in there? Would you go exploring around in a place like this? Even if you was hunting for ghosts or whatever, would you go into a place like this? Let me know.
What that was, but there was a sudden blast of cold air, and I'm getting out of here.
A man named Clem Schultz and his wife lived in Fairdale, Illinois during one of the most destructive tornadoes in the history of Fairdale. During the storm, Clem took a video from the top floor of his house as he saw the giant tornado get closer. Clem thought the tornado would miss his house, when in fact it was coming directly towards him, all while he was still recording. Unfortunately, Clem's wife would pass away because of the intensity of the tornado, while Clem would receive a terrible spine injury. The phone he took the video on was later discovered in the rubble of his home, and this is what the video was able to capture.
Hold on 1 second before we watch this. Now, I don't like getting crazy with the pause button, but Mother Nature is a beast. Unforgivable. I mean, really, a tornado that size, I'm telling you, man. And they said his wife passed away, and he received serious injuries. Man, let's go. Could you imagine seeing that come right for you? Nothing you can do. Nothing. Get in a basement or something, but other than that.
This next video shows a man exploring the Paris catacombs, which is a place very well known for causing people to get lost. They are essentially the most complex series of tunnels in the world.
Yeah, I've heard about the catacombs. It's pretty crazy. All kind of people try to explore it and go missing and everything. I believe Ghost Adventures did an episode here, and they wind up leaving one of their cameras there because they couldn't find their way back to even get it, and they just wanted to get out of there. So this is very commonplace to be haunted right here.
Definitely not somewhere you'd want to find yourself exploring without experience. The video shows this man getting lost and going into a full panic run as he doesn't know where to go to get out. The man was never found, but his camera later was, with no trace of the guy.
It's very bizarre. arrows point in the direction.
One more thing real quick about the catacombs. There's actual walls built in there of human skulls and human remains. Yeah. And people go exploring through there. I'm not too sure why. It's just like the abandoned mine. If you want to go look for a spirit or something, go to an old abandoned house that's still structurally okay. But putting yourself in a mine where it could collapse, or catacombs where you can go missing, several people have, and they don't know why, never to be found again, that's taking ghost hunting to a whole nother level. Let me know in the comments. Would you go into catacombs? Let me know.
Occasionally also, he stops to photograph roomfuls of bones, which means that he's very, very deep inside the catacombs. So basically, he's filming what he's seeing very deep inside the catacombs. Other than the point of view shots or pictures of human bones, the catacombs for centuries. So it is possible with these paintings that we may be able to retrace an itinerary to some extent. After about we hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden, we hear his breathing get louder and louder, as though something was scaring him. He's frightened. Occasionally he stops, perhaps to try to decide which way to run among all the many different corridors. He's running faster and faster and faster, deeper and deeper into the catacombs. And all of a sudden,
that's crazy. This was a crazy video. Look, if you want to see me react to more videos like this, put it in the comments, let me know. I'm just trying to find out what the viewers want to see. I want to make my content a little less graphic than the police videos and stuff like that, even though I'm trying to bring awareness to certain situations on them videos. My whole point of them is to show people how quick something can happen, and you should always protect yourself. But this is on the other side of the spectrum, where hauntings can really get messed up. Let me know. I'll react to it if you want to see it. Until next time, hold your head.